very happy to have you on my channel.
Happy to meet you.
So please go ahead and introduce yourself to
Okay.
the audience. Just your name, occupation, status. You married, engaged, single,
Okay.
and something you like to do. Something like that.
Okay. Well, I'm Larissa. My occupation is I work, just not work.
Just-
Just not work.
Okay.
I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
And what I like to do for fun, it depends which day it is. So like, I guess I just like to enjoy myself, like whether that's like going for a walk or just chill. I just like to have a good time. I don't know.
Okay.
I like to do a lot of stuff.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show, Larissa. And just in case, wait, what country are you from? All right.
I'm from Cameroon.
Cameroon in the house. Easy.
Yes.
Cameroon in the house. So, the way the interview is gonna go is we're gonna try to play some games here. She says she's very good at Connect Four. I might. Well, we'll see. 10 games or something like that. But
Yeah, first
in
attempt.
between, we'll have questions that I'm gonna ask and things that are going on. So, just
We
in
have to
case.
get me hip to like a lot of.
Yeah, I got you. I'll try to do that.
Yeah, let's try to trim this a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I know. So I go with one. So it's your first
I'm ready to
move.
play.
It's your move. It's your
Okay.
move. Go ahead.
There's already a Reddit there though.
Yeah.
Oh, you went.
Yeah,
Okay.
First go.
You snuck up on me.
All right. Okay. So, Larissa, what do you? Because on social media, right, there is this thing right now where I think Iman Shepherd he kind of acts as a basketball player, and then he goes out with what's her name? Tiana, and she. But both of them are multi-millionaires.
Right.
Just kind of giving you the scope.
Okay.
But then he said he went on a show and then he was talking about how men with money
Mm-hmm.
don't look for women with money, that they don't care about the
Okay.
money a woman has.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So what is your take on that? Meaning, like, do you think men with money don't look for women with money, or do you think these days men with money still be looking for women with money? It don't matter.
So I have two answers, right? Depends on which kind of man with money, right? Because there could be a man with money that isn't like self-aware, so like he'll look for like a, how do you say it? Like a woman that looks aesthetically pleasing to like a crowd, right? So I guess that could be a girl with money, but like
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like they could look for a woman that looks like she has money,
Okay.
and then there's a responsible man with money
Uh-huh.
that doesn't care if you're rich, but it would be a plus because women are known to spend money. So it's like if you can spend your own money, that's cool. But I think that a rich man, or at least a man that has money, what they would look for in a woman is someone that is mature, right? Because when you have money, you don't have to deal with a lot of shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm speaking from personal experience. I feel like, let me shut up.
No. Because something like this, you really want people to understand, like,
Yeah.
coming from your perspective and mine. The way I see it is, one, in the black community, I feel like we have this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot, where,
I'll hold him.
okay, let me see.
I don't know how this goes. I think you have to slide.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's see.
All right, there you go. I think I slid it.
Oh, you said, okay,
Yeah.
boom.
So where did you put yours? You better remember where you put yours.
One was here,
Alright.
and then this one was gonna go there.
Okay.
Voila.
So you just went so I go.
Yeah. Your turn. So I think men with money, because the statement in itself is true.
Mm-hmm.
Just a statement.
That men with money don't care.
Care about
which I
women with
which
money.
I agree. Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah.
So, and in the black community, I feel like we have this conversation every 2 to 3 business days.
Yeah,
it's like the same conversation. It's like,
yeah. I think people just like to hear themselves talk. That's like the evolution of podcasts. Like people are like, "Oh, we can talk about stuff."
Yeah, so we're just gonna talk. Yeah. I'm just gonna give my 2 cents regardless.
Right. It's nice though. It's nice to see.
So, for example, if
you thought
if I have for example, I think once a man has money, his standards change.
For sure, yeah.
That's one thing a lot of people kind of.
Do you think that's just for men though?
It is really more for men, because like, well, for example, when a woman has money, right? I mean, her standards would change. It's just a human thing, but it don't matter how the standards change. A woman will still kind of want a man,
regardless.
You know, that is a man kind of thing, unless she's a woman that is more, dominant and kind of looking for a man that kind of, pleases her.
Yeah.
So in that situation, most of the time, if a man is, for example, a guy that started working at 7-Eleven, then he hits the lottery. The standard of women before will go up. Like now, he's probably looking for something different. It depends on the way he grew up. Because sometimes people can be very flamboyant and just kind of like spend money, things like that. And that's not looking for, the Instagram.
Someone that matches that energy.
Yeah, like that Instagram look. If it's a young man.
Yeah.
But we talking really about like a man that's really mature and a guy that is looking for something serious. And if a guy that's looking for something serious with a woman, and then he has money,
money won't be like a.
Yeah, man, he has money, meaning.
Can I?
Go ahead.
So I don't think they look for financial like. They don't look for a woman that has money, but they definitely look for a woman that is like financially competent, or just like, because I know a man. I'm just okay. So for example, right, my boyfriend, like I know. Our past issues have been the way I was with money in the past. And like that was a big thing for him. Like I need to know, because he has money, and when you marry, like your money is each other's money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's one thing that he's always been checking. Like this bitch spent too much money. So I don't think they care about if you have money. They just want to know if you are good with money. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So does that mean, would that classify as caring about someone and their money?
No. So where it comes from is, if a man has money, meaning I can pay for, like if I want to clean the house, I have maids that can do that.
Yeah.
If I want food, I have someone that can cook for me. I can pay them, and after I've paid my bills and paid like a mortgage or something, I still have money.
Yeah. Like you talking, okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm talking like
yeah.
money like that, because the person that
so
made
what
this
would that
comment.
type of person look for in a woman? Yeah.
Because the person that made this comment, Aaron Shepard, for example, he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't need for nothing. Yeah.
A multi-millionaire. Then it made me think, you're a multi-millionaire. Yeah, I went here. And you are talking about, for example, you telling people that, oh yeah, men with money don't go for women with money, but here you are, your wife
has money.
But
so that doesn't, no. No.
It's contradictory.
That's not contradictory. Just because, so does that automatically mean because I have money I should just look at poor women?
No.
Like,
no.
It just happened to be that the woman that he attracted is also financially responsible. Like, he wasn't like, I want her because she's rich. Mm-hmm. No. That, like, they just match each other's energy, but, like, on a double level, financially and just, like, spiritually, you know what I mean?
So, when I said that once a man has money, the standards change.
Okay.
So that's part of the standard thing. Where if a man has money, most of the time you're not at McDonald's looking at the girl behind the counter.
Okay, but I want to go back. I want to go back to why do we think that him being with Tiana is contradictory?
It's contradictory because the comment is coming from him, right? And the way he's putting it out there is like, oh, men with money You know, we don't really care about women with money. Meaning,
So maybe he means he wouldn't care if Tiana was rich or not.
yeah,
Yeah.
which yes, that is right.
Yeah, yeah.
But then that's where the standards come from. So you can't then
Oh.
put out the statement out there, right? And you know, other men, there are lots of men that don't make what you make.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, there is money because when you're talking like money, like if a guy makes 50K a year, 60K a year, that's still money.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not the same type
Yes,
of money
yeah.
where he can pay all the bills and everything else,
Yeah.
and y'all still kind of, you know what I mean, be happy in a way where he's spending more of his money and let's say the woman he's with.
Okay, so you're saying men of our ages kind of need someone that has.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you have to take into account society.
Depends also on the lifestyle that you're trying to live, you know.
Yeah. So his lifestyle
Yeah,
is different.
yeah.
Most people that go in the NBA, you don't really see them with shorty that was just from down the street or something.
But that's why people should get away from Instagram because their marriage is not what yours is supposed to look like.
Exactly.
You know?
So that brings me to this where I say, you do what is best for you.
Right, right.
Right? If you want a man that pays all the bills, that does everything, and you don't really have to do much,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to understand as a woman what those men need. Like what they're looking
That makes
for.
perfect sense. That makes perfect
You know?
sense.
So you can't just be like, oh, well, a man with money should just find me. It's like,
Right.
are you going with it? Do you
Right.
even know somebody that makes 500K or
Right.
that has 500K sitting in their account?
Right.
Because most
And then
of
do
the-
you know what
yeah.
kind of people they want surrounding them? It's not just like,
Mhm.
I need a baller energy. Like, you better have a brain in that head, you
To
know?
know exactly how to move in that environment. So, for example, the reason why women go to all-star games is because they know.
They want to attract that.
You know
Wow,
exactly
I didn't
what-
know these things.
So, certain things, it's just that,
Things are too.
it's just that with certain things,
All right. Hold on, because why are you smiling so hard? Because I'm definitely about to win. Like, you thought, right? Oh no! No! I'm ashamed.
alright, so,
No, man, I was waiting. That's not funny. That's not funny, man.
you know how it
Dang.
goes.
Just drop it.
It's a chieftain, it's not something.
No, you gotta, no, I was saying, put it so
Oh, you
they
still
know you
doing
know.
it? Okay.
Because you see what I was waiting for?
I see what you're ready for, and then that's where I went.
Dang, so you paying attention?
Okay, so,
Damn. Go ahead.
I say-
It's okay. I'm not
I
a sore loser.
I say that people should do what they can and do what is best for them. Yeah, fit for you. If you want a 50-50 man, then you go get a 50-50 man. But at the end of the day, you still have to understand whatever type of man you want to attract. You have
You
to
better
know
have that same energy.
exactly what they
Yeah.
want, because really men with the money just want peace. Like,
Because
That's it.
a woman that's looking for a man, like a baller, that baller is looking for a bitch. Like a bitch that's looking for a baller is looking for a baller that's looking for a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm looking for a shorty with the Instagram look,
You know?
with the ass like that. So, you know,
Yeah.
something more in that sense, because that person, most of the time, they don't want to entertain a lot of back and forth
Yeah.
with those people. It's like, if I have,
Come toxic.
it's
It's
money
like come
or what,
toxic
it's
energy.
like, yeah,
Come
no.
to me toxic as possible.
If that's like a baller thing, you know. But people that are more responsible, like if you're running companies or something like that, and
Yeah,
you're looking
they
for,
don't want that.
it's more of, I want to come home and
rest.
things have to be peaceful. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it with
Yeah.
you about something. That's why,
Or like robbing out the house.
that's why
Or
those
am
men,
I? Yeah.
that's why those men, they work hard to make sure like their wives don't work or something, or they
Yeah,
don't do
their
much.
kids, or they can actually raise their kids.
Yeah, it's more of that.
Yeah.
I just want to come home and maybe we could, talk about work, but mostly try to focus on something different.
Yeah, because the wife is technically like the person that like sets the tone for the home, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the wife is chaotic, and then the husband comes home, and then
Chaotic.
he can't rest. You know what I mean? That the house is just like,
it'll be a mess.
yeah.
So
Even if they're not saying anything, it still be like them trying to avoid each other.
yeah, exactly. So for
Go.
the I'll say next topic. So
So what do we come to like agree, or what do like what's the summary of that?
the summary of that is very
just do what you
simple.
wanna
Just
do as long as
people
you
do what you want to do
Yeah.
for what's best for
For
you.
you, yeah, yeah.
And then at the end of the day, just let if you want
Have your own opinion.
50,
like-
yeah, like give people your opinion, but at the same time, for the comment that came from Imran Shepherd himself, it's more to him. It's more like, yeah, for you,
Ooh, you
for
heard that?
you, my man, it's like for you, you're in a zone that you're in a tax bracket that most men are not.
Okay.
And
But can you agree with him? Did he mention what he does look for? Like I know he said he doesn't look
No.
for. Oh, so
yeah,
that's the
he didn't
missing
say anything.
piece.
He just kind of
because-
said,
Right.
"We're not looking for
Right.
a shorty with a
Because
bag."
what if you have this conversation with him and he's saying exactly what you're saying? Where like I don't want a lady with a bag, but like I want someone that's mature and peaceful. He
So-
just didn't share that other side.
Mhm.
Okay.
But at the same time, you can tell by the girl he has, the
Mhm.
woman he has, she
That-
takes care of business, and
You can tell what kind of woman. Yeah, she's a well-respected celebrity. Yeah.
so you see where it is.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like
yeah.
he made this comment and then he went for like
Anybody.
shorty,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
yeah. That makes sense.
you get me, man. Most people are regular. That's just what it is. Most people are on the average
Oh, yeah.
side. So we on the average side
Yeah.
have to figure out how we're gonna
Yeah.
just work things out.
Yeah.
Men and
Be
women
content. Yeah.
always have to find a way to work things out. But for the next topic, it'll be something that goes along the line where, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, but he says something along the line that men mostly value women in a couple ways, where it's like women have to be fit, feminine, friendly, and then there's another F, which is like fine, something like
Okay.
that. But it just means like keeping
Yeah.
yourself in a
Yeah,
way.
appealing.
So, most people were more offended by the fact that he will ask people like, if you want, it kind of goes back to the same thing, where it's like, if you want a man that you want to attract, right? Women do have more chances with men, like when they are really appealing, like fit.
Okay.
Like when a woman is fit and have like a certain, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you can see like a 40-year-old, but like if she's like fit,
You can touch. She takes care of
care of
herself.
herself, most of
Yeah.
the time she'll still get men, like she'll still get
Yeah.
people in the DMs
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
So he's mostly talking about that if women keep themselves up, meaning you have to stay fit, you have to be very feminine, friendly comes from where
Just nice energy, good energy.
your fitness attract the person,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, to keep the person, it's how do you treat them, how do you
Yeah.
act. So he's talking more about like how are you towards them, and you're more of an aggressive
Oh, okay.
person,
Yeah.
do you have a more of an aggressive personality, are you
Mhm.
agreeable or are you more disagreeable?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because women naturally are agreeable.
Yeah.
So if a woman is more disagreeable with you, it's not. It just means like maybe she don't like you like that, because when a woman really loves you, she agrees a lot with you. It's more like if you want to go do a business, right?
Mhm.
Let's say I want to do a business,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I say, hey, yo,
She's encouraging.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like, yeah, I want to sell these, or I want to start a podcast, like go on the road and
Yeah.
talk to people.
Like being able to share your ideas.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
a woman that loves you
Mm-hmm.
will be very agreeable towards that.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, oh wow, yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Same as a man that loves a woman
Yeah, yeah.
will encourage her to do it, but at the same time, for men, because we think so logically, we'll try to evaluate
Yeah, and that's super
every-
annoying.
every scenario, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what's the outcome? We'll
Yeah,
think about,
yeah.
so how much of these will you sell?
Yeah, they want the logistics. We just like, look, it's gonna get done.
Alright, so at the same time,
Ah.
so what do you think about just the two where it's like fit and then
What he
being
said.
feminine and friendly, like what he said? Is that something you agree with, or is it something where you?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start with, first of all, I know there's certain people that like Kevin Samuel and some that just I never watched his content.
Okay.
But like the snippets that I've seen on Instagram, I never disagreed or agreed with them. Like I just knew that he had a perspective that would make sense to someone that is sensible. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes sense, but like I didn't get too deep into his stuff. But him saying that like he wants a woman that's fit, fine, and friendly, that makes perfect sense. It's because I think someone that's fit, first of all, man or woman, when I see someone that's fit, it takes a lot to like voluntarily work out. But so and it's not only because you want to look good, but it's like for your health. I used to work in the hospital. Like I never want to be in the hospital at 50 years old. You know what I mean? So like for me, when I see a man that takes care of himself like physically, I'm like, oh okay, he's gonna live a long time maybe. You know what I mean? That's the first sign. And then fine is like obviously you have to be attracted to someone.
Yeah.
And then friendly is like who wants to be around energy like that's just like I don't know, just cold and like sharp. Like I don't like that kind of energy. So why would a man want that kind of energy from a woman?
Okay.
You know. So I think it makes perfect sense.
Okay. This is good. So far it hasn't been like you're so against it. But what do you think that most women will not tell? He was more talking about like older women. Most of the time don't tell the younger women like, hey,
this is what a man would want.
And then two, he was talking about that, for example, when girls go to college, right? When you're in college, the white girls, right? Freshman year, they might be like partying. Sophomore, junior,
they together.
They like focused. It's like now, and they're not like focused just on school. They're focused on like having, and then finding a man. Yeah. They're very quick at that.
Okay.
But if you check,
you think so? I wouldn't know. Okay.
It depends on the school.
Yeah,
school you went to and things like that. But when you in like those like a PWI schools and things like that, if you watch it, like the white girls, once they get to like that sophomore, junior, going to senior year, they start looking for like a guy that's like, okay, where
are you heading?
Yeah, where you're going, and then they're very good at selecting. Like, okay, what kind of guy?
Like for the most part,
courses, things. And then plus, on the show, one time he was talking about how I think one of these classes they teach African American studies or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't know if I forgot the college you mentioned, but the professor was saying whenever it gets to like these girls get to like around junior, senior year.
There's a shift.
Yeah, they will the white girls will take the class to learn about like African Americans. But they're doing it because of the men they're trying to attract. So they will try to like attract the basketball players.
He said that?
The basketball players.
He said that? Kevin Samuel said that?
Yeah, because the professor said that. He observed in his class when he was teaching.
That's pushing it, but I don't disagree. But it's like, oh, okay.
No, they do. They do take those classes, especially to understand about like the history of African American, and then how to, understand what the men went through and what they're going through, and like how to kind of have something to talk about.
I have never been presented with that, and that is crazy to think about. That's wild because I'm not out here. If I want a rich white boy, I'm not taking golf courses or like I don't know. What do you take when you want to attract white men? The fuck, like that's so weird to think about.
But you see,
you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah, but you see
that's
how
to be insane. Like a white, and let me not get
no.
It's just like how can I attract this? Do they take African American courses to attract black men or athletes? Because some white people that are athletes or in sports, they're kind of like, they're down to earth for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
like the white football players, they're cool. Like they're invited to the cookout. You get what I'm saying? So are they in those courses to attract black men or athletes?
Because the athletes. I mean, I think it can go both ways because
Yeah.
you're taking the course to understand the culture.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to understand a person's
lifestyle,
culture, you have to understand you're not really gonna take like those courses to
That
really
makes me feel away.
anything to understand about what is it about a white guy. Mostly black girls that are into white guys hang around white girls.
Yeah.
So you see so the same way you think.
That's a whole nother topic though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The same way you
yeah.
think how this person will take this course to do X, Y, and Z is the same way a black girl that's mostly around white people and starts liking
How would
white
they
boys.
win that white boy over?
Yeah, they will go that
I'll
route.
tell you how a black girl can win a white boy over.
Okay,
She just
go
gotta
ahead.
act dumb.
Oh my God! No! Do not say that.